let me also welcome Shivangi Sarda on the show right now. Hi, Shivangi. Afternoon. Good to be speaking with you. Firstly, help us with your sector picks rather, because yes, the weakness continues on the benchmark indices. But any sector that is looking good to you right now?
Very good afternoon, Shrishti and Sneh. Thank you for having me. So we've seen that, of course, the markets have reacted well. Good support-based buying can be seen, and buying in particular sectors, even though follow-up is slightly on the shallow side. But we've seen good momentum in the aviation stocks. So on my radar is Indigo. Which is looking quite positive from this one. Apart from this, some of the consumption name stocks have also picked up. Of course, travel and tourism pack has been one of the most desired stock right now ahead of the long weekends and festivities coming in as well. Talking of festivities, of course, we have to look at gold-related counters as well. So Titan is also next on my radar. So these are the few sectors that we could focus on. Apart from this, some of the PSU banking names are also looking quite positive.
Okay, so that's where the conviction lies for Shivangi. Devin, coming to you, let's talk about some sectors that are managing to hold on to the green in today's trade. While the market is quite even, Steven, on either side, you still have pockets of pharma, auto, IT, select energy and metal stocks also that are doing well. Amongst these, let's say amongst the pharma, what are you liking at this point, given that there is still uncertainty on the tariff front for pharma? But barring that, what sub pockets are you liking from this space? Devian, I believe you'll have to unmute yourself, please.
I think it is already unmuted
No problem,
already.
please go on.
Yeah, I believe that the contract research manufacturing and the API business within pharma, they continue to have the order books for execution. And that's where probably I think their alignment with the B2B players, the patented drug companies in the case, I think in Western world, probably I think they continue to align themselves for execution. In my viewpoint, I think they remain relatively safe as far as I think the entire volatility aspect is concerned on the tariff front. Similarly, I think many companies which are into the complex generics and specialty generics products, they remain relatively safe in this environment as well because I think compared to the patented product, their products are at a discounted price. So even if I think there is some kind of a margin because the tariff impact has to happen, probably I think the market would be in a position to absorb that. Unfortunately, I think the consumer in US would probably get hurt more, and so would be the situation with the pharma, the health insurance companies in particular. I believe that I think they would be slightly on a receiving side if this particular tariff I think goes and the prices shoot up, which consumer will get the offset or the compensation from the insurance company eventually because of the insurance coverage. So in my viewpoint, I think this is not likely to survive for a longer period of time. Maybe some resolution will happen sooner than later as far as the pharma tariff is concerned, which is a threat at this point of time.
All right, so that's the take coming in on the pharma space. But yes, of course, today select pharma counters are doing well. Case in point being Alchem, Granules, etc. But with this, Devin, we would let you go. Thank you so much for taking the time out and speaking with us. But back to the markets then, and yes, of course, since select pharma counters are doing well, Shivangi, what do you specifically make out of two counters in particular? First is Alchem, very good set of numbers coming in, and the other one is Granules, though not a impressive set, but the commentary on their Gagilapur plant is actually good, where they're saying that the remediation process is and is witnessing a good progress over there, which is still under that US FDA scanner. What's your take on both of these pharma majors?
So, talking about these pharma stocks, both of them are actually bottoming out on the weekly basis, and that is similar structure per se, but the momentum is slightly more in Alchem. Of course, it's attempting to trade above its key exponential moving average, and we might see some bit of follow up here. But again, it has to hold above 49.50. If it continues to hold above the same, only then we could see momentum towards 5,050 levels. So this will be important to watch out for this one. But of course, the upside still remains a little questionable because of the momentum that has fizzled out in the last 9 odd weeks.
Take on some of these pharma majors on the charts, but time now to get in some BTST ideas from our experts. And Sharan, you go first. Given the way the market has once again turned around slightly today, any STBT idea perhaps? Because yesterday you gave us two long ideas. Does that trend continue?
So, Snehi, I think the market has not made a new low. So for me, I think the very high chance that it will reverse tomorrow, even at I think by the closing. So again, both of my calls are BTST and both very good stocks. So you can actually go long on them. First one is DMart, is looking very good on the charts, trading above all its moving averages. Fundamentally, also a lot of good news is coming on this counter. So go long DMart with a stop loss of 4,200, target of 4,300 to 4,350. My second pick again from the auto space looking very good. I mentioned in the morning also, but again I'm mentioning it. Hero Moto, it's looking very good. It's just getting ready for a big breakout. So again, go long Hero Moto, BTST good trade. Stop loss 4,590. Target should be 4,690 and 4,740.
All right, so those are the two calls and two buy calls rather coming in from Sharan. Let's watch out for that. But Shivangi, what about you? What are your calls?
So first up, ahead of the long weekends that we're seeing on my radar would be something from travel and tourism pack, which is Indigo. This one is looking quite positive because of the short covering move that we've seen in yesterday's session with a follow-up long build-up today as well. So quite positive, and we've seen that this one actually has been outperformer from the last many years, and even on month basis, it's respecting its upward sloping channel. So recommending a buy on Indigo. This one, of course, is looking quite positive, and the next targets that we're looking at is around about 16,800 levels.
To have Shivangi on a patchy line, we'll try and fix that line. But as we slip into a short break here, out from the management of Praj Industries, because after a challenging quarter for them, we had the MD, Mr. Ashish Gaikwad, who joined us earlier, and he says that they remain cautiously optimistic about the future. As we slip into a very short break, here's what he had to say.
It is a challenging time right now when it comes to the quarter's results. There are two main reasons, I would say. The first one is, of course, we know that the EBP 20 program, which is 20% blending of ethanol into gasoline or petrol, has been very successful, and it has been completed way ahead of the schedule. The second part, as you rightly mentioned, is about not just the tariffs, but the uncertainty in tariffs, which is weighing more. I would like to mention a few points why we are still cautiously optimistic about it. First of all, we believe that there are discussions already in the play when it comes to additional blending mandates for ethanol, and that will certainly give an impetus. The other vector that will play on ethanol market and its more capacity addition will be the flex fuel vehicles and their introduction in the Indian market.